Yes, people, what's going on? It's Eagle Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Hope you guys are all doing well on today's video. Let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal play Ipswich. I haven't been on YouTube for a couple days. We got to talk about who will Arteta use to replace Bukayo Saka in the starting lineup. This is what we need to talk about. This is what we need to get into. We need to discuss this. We need to talk about how are we going to manage without Bukayo Saka. Who is going to be the main person to replace Bukayo Saka in the starting 11, and how is Arsenal going to play without Bukayo Saka in the team? These are some of the questions we need to talk about. These are some of the issues we need to discuss, and we're going to get into the bottom of all these questions. But before we go any further, do me a favor. Please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button, and let's get the show started the right way by first talking about some Arsenal news. And what the hell is this? This is very underwhelming. Really, Arsenal are long-term admirers of Matheus Cunha, and he is not currently among their primary targets, but the club have been impressed by his performances this season and monitoring the situation, the Atlantic. Let's be honest. Matheus Cunha is looking good right now at Wolves, but we don't want nothing to do with Matheus Cunha. Why is Matheus Cunha linked to Arsenal? What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we taking this serious? Are we taking this league title campaign serious? Are we taking the situation we find ourselves in serious? Like, what are we doing? Matheus Cunha? Really? Matheus Cunha? Out of all players? Why are we always linked to these guys? It's just like, go and get somebody who's going to be a real level raiser. You can go and find a way to get Alexander Isak, maybe. You can go find a way to get Victor Osimhen. He is available. People are the club that has him, Napoli, is looking to get rid of him. But Matheus Cunha, I get it. Athletic are saying we're not currently among our targets. It should not be. I view him in the same category as Jesus, somebody who on form, it looks really good, but I remember him at Atletico Madrid, he couldn't hit a barn door. So I don't want nothing to do with Matheus Cunha, and we need to stay clear of these kind of transfer links. We cannot be going from what we have to not really improving it that much, because I don't think Matheus Cunha really improves Arsenal to the level that we need for where we want to be. Let's keep it 110%. There's no way you're telling me Matheus Cunha is a real game changer. He's not. Next, Kolo Muani. I don't want nothing to do with Kolo Muani also. This is another guy who is currently underperforming at his current club, and we're looking to get projects. Why are we always looking to get projects? Why can't we just go and get somebody who's going to come into this team and make a difference? Why do we always have to go and get project after project after project after project? Fuck the projects. Let's go and get ambitious. Go get somebody who's going to change the level and raise the level to this team, who's going to get us kicking on, who's going to go and get us major honors. Do that. Forget this bullshit. What is this? What are we really doing? What is this? Like, are we being serious, or are we trolling? Are we really looking to improve to a level where we can kick on, or are we just settling for the best available? That's what I'm saying. This is not what I was expecting. We're not getting a thing. Some people are saying in the comments. We have to. And if we don't, we're going to find ourselves in a situation where we're not going to be looking to compete for the league, and we're just going to be looking for a top 4 battle. And in the future, teams like Chelsea, Man City are going to be back to their best, and we're going to be in a situation where we're going to be struggling. It's not looking good if we don't go and try to sign somebody of note in this upcoming window. And Kolo Muani and friggin' Matheus Cunha are not those guys for me. They're not. Also, let's just see what else is there. First things first. Arteta was asked about who could fill in on the right-hand side for Arsenal, and this is what he had to say about Martinelli potentially playing on the right-hand side, because this is going to have to be one of our solutions. Martinelli playing on the right-hand side is going to have to be one of our solutions for this upcoming game versus Ipswich. We're going to have to see if Martinelli can do a job on the right-hand side, and he did look decent in the last game versus Crystal Palace. That's the first. That's the first one that we decided to go through, especially because he played there before. He played there against Everton last match of the season, and he did really well. I think he really did well against the other day. He scored a goal. He created an assist. Good option we have. We're going to have options to play both footed as well. And if we need another kind of profile in relation to the opposition. So he's not really giving it away, but he seems to be very proud of the fact that Martinelli took the opportunity to play on the right-hand side and took it very well. I do think Martinelli will be the guy who Mikel Arteta maybe starts on that right-hand side for the upcoming game, as he had a really good performance against Crystal Palace, and he even played against Everton as he picked out. He had himself one of his better performances of the season in that game. So I do think Mikel Arteta will persist with Martinelli in this upcoming game. Now, how well will Martinelli do? It's really up to him and how well he performs. We can't dictate how good he's going to do. But Mikel Arteta, if Martinelli does not perform well in the right-hand side, he's going to find himself in a really difficult situation trying to figure out what he's going to do and who he's going to play in these games, as it's going to be very interesting to see how we continue to push on without Bukayo Saka in the upcoming games. I personally would stick with Martinelli on the right-hand side and maybe put Leandro Trossard on the left, but I would stay clear of playing Kai Havertz on the left. You don't want to play Kai Havertz in the wing. Either play Kai Havertz in the center-back position, or you play Kai Havertz in the striker position or in the left midfield position. But you do not start playing players out of position, causing more problems. We've already seen what happened with Thomas Partey with that situation, but that's a conversation for another day. So yeah, we do think Martinelli will be that guy who Mikel Arteta plays in that position in the upcoming games. Now, what else was there that needs to be discussed? As Mikel Arteta had a lot to say. He did speak about Declan Rice, whether fixture schedule is an issue that is causing injuries. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't want to see my manager complaining about injuries or fixtures. And I don't think that's what Arteta's doing here. He's just more or less speaking about the recovery and the fact that players do need recovery time. We've known this. We've seen this. A lot of people speaking about this over the last coming days, weeks, months. Rodri even spoke about it before his injury. We know a lot of people have been speaking about the upcoming fixtures and the fixture schedule being an issue with injuries. But I do think football is not going to change. They're not going to change and all of a sudden just say, oh, we're going to take money out of our pockets, because the players are not going to do that. The players are getting paid ridiculous amount of money, and the clubs need to continue to make more money to be able to pay these players. So as long as there are, that's how it's going to happen. As long as there's players getting paid ridiculous money, you're going to have these clubs trying to make as much money as possible to try to get whatever players they can and try to get whatever money they can to push on. But yeah, do me a favor, guys. Please do hit that like button right now. We got 35 people in the chat. Let me know what you guys are saying. Spam in the chat who you think Arsenal should sign in the upcoming transfer window, and we will discuss each one in the comment section at this moment in time. Do me a favor. Please do hit that like button also while you guys are here, and spam the chat right now. Let me know who you think Arsenal should sign in the upcoming transfer window. Now, we had some people here saying Arsenal, if Arsenal is very ambitious, they will try to upgrade every transfer window, but depends on the board. I don't think Arsenal is as ambitious as some of our competitors. We are not as ambitious as some of our competitors. That is just the honest truth. If Arsenal was ambitious, we would have gotten Isaac a long time ago. We would have got Victor Gyokeres over the line. If we're maybe a little bit more serious financially, we could have maybe gotten some players over the line that we wanted to a long time ago. But instead, I do think Arsenal lack that ambition that the likes of Chelsea, Manchester United, and others have. Arsenal's ambition is always a little bit at question. But one thing I'm not going to question is Mikel Arteta and these players, they are looking to try to win that league. They just might be slightly held back by the people making the transfers. And Mikel Arteta has to be held accountable for that also. He's slightly in control of that himself. That is how we move. Egal, we've been like this for years. We move stupid. I know, mate. I know. What's up? I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. We are not getting a thing. You guys are very, very, very sad at this moment in time. If you're that down about it. Next, we got somebody here in the comment section. That's me, actually. I'm saying help me out, guys. I'm trying to grow my community on Big Up. I'm going to be doing a watch along later today at some point. I'm going to be doing a watch along later today, so go check it out. And after this video, I will go over to Big Up and I'll be doing a video over there. So please do, guys, go check it out. I'll be doing a Big Up video, and I'll be checking out some stuff over there. So guys, go check out Big Up, as I'll be doing a Big Up video later today, and it should be a good one. So go check it out and go support the thing, as I'll be analyzing. I'll be doing a match. What do you call it? You know what? There's no point in doing 2 match previews, so I'm just gonna delete that, and I'm gonna end up doing a watch along for maybe the Man City game. I'll do a watch along for maybe the Man City game or the Liverpool game at least later today. So at some point today, I will be doing a watch along. So go check that out when I do set that up. Next, people saying Vicky Gyokeres, Dusan Vlahovic, or Duran. If I could pick any one of those 3, I would take Gyokeres in a heartbeat. If I had to pick between Duran, Dusan, or Gyokeres, I'll pick Gyokeres. But ideally, the best player for me would be Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak's ability to pick up the ball from anywhere, drift into wide spaces, ability to drop deep and take the ball and drive with the ball, I think he would be the best option for us. But Gyokeres is another guy on the list, and I would stay clear of Dusan Vlahovic. I would take Duran also, but I don't think either of them are going to happen. Let's keep it 100. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be a situation where we're being linked to all these players, but really and truly, we're going to go and sign a winger. So many options, but we still done any groundwork. We haven't done any groundwork. We're not signing anyone important tomorrow. I don't think we're going to sign anyone at this moment in time, but things can change. The transfer window can heat up. Things can go quick. It doesn't have to go from. It doesn't always have to be major noise going into the transfer window. We should pay money for Kudus. I'm going to ask you guys this: what is the actual price for Kudus? Does Kudus have Kudus Mohammed release clause? Does he have a release clause? Yeah, wow. Check this out. He has an 85 million pound release clause. So Daily Mail indicated West Ham will not accept anything less than 85 million pound release clause, which will present Arsenal a key decision. This was posted on November 17th, 2024. So Mohammed Kudus has an 85 million pound release clause. Would you guys pay 85 million for Mohammed Kudus? Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. So Kudus has an 85 million pound release clause. Would you guys pay 85 million for Mohammed Kudus? And this guy's been linked. So if we were to sign him, 85 million, this is a guy in Mohammed Kudus, who could play in so many positions for us, who could do so many things for us. Like, this is a guy, forget about his goals, forget about his assists, forget about his playmaking. It's just what he could offer us. Somebody who could play in the right wing, somebody who could play in the left wing, somebody who could play in the 10, somebody who could play in the 8. He would solve so many issues for us. So many issues for us. I would take him in a heartbeat. I do think Mohammed Kudus would be a really, really good solution for Arsenal and could potentially be somebody who we look at in the upcoming transfer window to sign. Now, this one here is going to be a topic of discussion for the upcoming transfer window and the foreseeable upcoming transfer windows, because he is going to be available. He is going to be a player who his club wants to get rid of, and he is a player who Mikel Arteta and the club have spoken about in the past. People believe in second chances at Arsenal. We've spoken about it so many times, and Rashford to Arsenal does seem like the most likely outcome. I hate to say it, but Rashford to Arsenal does seem to be the most likely outcome. Would you take him on loan? Would you take him on loan? Because if you can get him on loan, it would be really nice. I want to know. So Manchester United are now considering offers for Marcus Rashford of 40 million. 40 million. 40. I know. We don't want Rashford. We don't want no more projects. But 40 million? Will that make you listen? 40 million. It just seems like such an Arsenal transfer. Doesn't it? Doesn't it just seem like such an Arsenal transfer? Such an Arsenal thing to do? Go and get Marcus Rashford for 40 million, and then now have another player high on the transfer, high on our wage bill. It just seems like such an Arsenal thing that it's just such a thing that we would do. I really do think if there's one player who's the most likeliest signing Arsenal make from now to the end of the transfer window, it's obviously Rashford. I hate the fact that it's probably him, but it's probably Rashford. It's probably Rashford. Rashford is probably the most likeliest outcome for Arsenal at this moment in time. I hate to say it. People are saying 40 million is too high. Man United fans saying, please get Rashford. People saying, no, we need a player to go. I'm not signing out if we, I'm signing out if we get Rashford. You see, people, how embarrassing if you buy Rashford. I know. It's peak. So you have somebody here talking about Arteta. Arteta, 5 years. 5 years Arteta's been here. 5 years Arteta's been here. And people are saying it's embarrassing. What's embarrassing? Arteta's done a really decent job in that time. Has he not? Taking the team from 8th, 25 points off the top. 5th, 24 points off the top. 2nd, 5 points off the top. 2nd, once again, 2 points off the top of the table. And this year, we're trying to go win it. But this is pointless. Arteta won't win you anything, says Jaden. Well, Arteta has shown that he can get a team to challenging and competing to a league up until the final day of the season, where Man City just beat us by 1 game. Without winning the league, I do think that is the closest you can get to showing people you can deliver. He hasn't done it, but I would argue to say Man City we're one Man City loss away from winning the league. Call it whatever you want, but to say Arteta won't win you anything is crazy. He's won a FA Cup. He's shown that he can challenge for the league twice already. I think we can get over the line. We just need a little bit more better quality around the team. Now, if we were to fall off and continue to drop and be in a top four battle by the end of the season, I would semi agree with you. But due to the injuries, Arteta kind of has a pass. Arteta somewhat would get a pass this season based on the injuries and the level of injuries from the board. Now, I might not agree with that, but that is probably what is going to happen. Now, people saying you won't win anything with Arteta, I think that is a little bit of results-based analysis. Arteta is one of the main reasons and driving forces in why we are even challenging at this moment in time. So let's not ignore that part of the situation. Next, I thought your squad was better than Liverpool's. I thought my squad was better than Liverpool's. I still believe the team, fully fit, is better than Liverpool's squad. Don't get me wrong. We have better defensive depth. We have better midfield depth, in my opinion. They have better attacking depth. That's where they beat us. That's where they beat us. They don't have a midfielder on anywhere near the level of Martin Odegaard in their team. Declan Rice and Thomas Partey. You could argue Gravenberch and McAllister are just as good. But right now, I would say Gravenberch is having his first good season, so jury's still out. But right now, he looks really good. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Liverpool's attack being that much better than ours diminishes the quality of our team. But really and truly, there's not too much difference between the Liverpool and the Arsenal team. Not too much difference. They're playing slightly better to start the season. They're top of the Premier League. They're top of the Champions League. But we'll see. We will see. We will have to wait and see. I don't know how much. I don't know how much of what do you call it? What is happening at Liverpool right now is new manager bounce, because they've been doing it up until this point, December. I can't really hate on Liverpool. Liverpool are looking really good offensively, looking really good defensively, looking like a really solid team, probably one of the best teams in the world. They have Mo Salah, who's playing like one of the best players in the world, and that's probably the biggest difference maker. The fact that they have Mo Salah and he's looking like one of the best players in the world, carrying that team right now, that is probably the biggest difference maker between us and them. I can't really fault them with anything. They are unbelievable. I just got to give Liverpool so much credit. But hey, I still believe we have a better defense. I still believe our midfield is as good or maybe better, and they have a better goalkeeper and a better attack. So it's 50-50. I thought Arteta is a better manager than Arne Slot. I've not seen enough from Arne Slot to say he was better at the time, but right now Arne Slot's looking really good. So I'm allowed to change my judgment, but at this moment in time, I still stand by what I said. I believe this squad was better. I believe this manager was better. So if we don't win the league and you guys win the league, I'm gonna have to look at these guys and say to myself, "What the hell happened?" Said to myself, "What the hell happened?" Even if we win the Carabao Cup, let him go. What the Carabao Cup does for Arteta is it gives us some confidence going into the remainder of the season. It gives us something to hold on to from now to the remainder of the season. That's what it does. It gives us something to hold on to from now to the end of the season. If we were to win the Carabao Cup, it would motivate the team. It maybe could kickstart our season into continuing to push on to winning some more trophies, winning more silverware, winning something else. But just the Carabao Cup alone this season would still be considered a failure, in my opinion. It would not be considered success. I would not consider just the Carabao Cup a successful season. I would still look at the season as an overall failure. And if Liverpool were to win the league and we were to come third or fourth or something like that, I would look at Arteta and I'll say, what on earth has gone wrong? Now, if we continue to get injuries to the level that we've had this season, Bukayo Saka getting injured now, Martin Odegaard getting injured earlier, God forbid something happens to Saliba or Gabriel, then I'm going to maybe have to look at the season a little bit differently and be like, you're not going to win with that level of injuries. But at the same time, this team has to strengthen that team. We have to strengthen that team. We have to take the transfer windows more serious. We have to look to improve. And I have not seen enough to say we are trying to improve at the same level as the likes of a Manchester United, as the likes of a Chelsea, as the likes of even these other guys. Now, don't get me wrong. Liverpool made not a single signing in the past window, and they look so good. They look that much better. Maybe a managerial change can do that for us. So I'm not completely against the idea of potentially changing Arteta. But at this moment in time, I'm willing to give him at least until the end of the season to show me that this team still has what it takes. And maybe it's just some of the injuries, some of the red cards, and some of the other issues that we've had that have made us drop points. Now, we're not too far off the top of the table still. Even though we're talking about all these other things, we're not miles off the top of the table to be completely writing off the season. We cannot write off the season. Don't forget that. Arsenal are still, at this moment in time, 6 points off the top of the table. And the game in hand that Liverpool have is against Everton. So we know they could easily drop points in that game versus Everton. It is crazy to me that people are already writing off the season. It is crazy to me that people are already saying the league is done. It's Liverpool's. Guys, there is way more twists and turns from now to the end of the season. Liverpool, game week 16, 17, whatever it is, game week going into game week 18, Boxing Day weekend, they could drop points today, and that 6-point gap could turn into a 3-point gap tomorrow. They could drop points today, and Liverpool could be 1 point behind them. All of this stuff where you guys are saying, oh, everything is doom and gloom, Liverpool's already won it. Leicester City have taken points off Liverpool before on Boxing Day. You know what? I'm doing a Liverpool hate watch tonight. Tonight, I am going to do a Liverpool hate watch video. I'm going to be doing a video. I'm going to watch that game. I'm going to be sitting there. I'm going to be with my popcorn. I'm going to be chilling. And when I see Mo Salah miss a penalty, I'm going to be telling you guys, I told you so. I'm going to tell you guys. But all of this stuff where the league is done, the league is wrapped up, stop it. If it was Man City 6 points ahead with a game in hand, I understand. But right now, I'm telling you, there's still more twists and turns ahead of us. What I just need Arsenal to continue to play at the same level or even better. Because if you look at our results, yes, we have 2 draws, but our last, what is that? We haven't lost a game since the Inter game. Since the game against Inter, we have not lost a game. Since the Newcastle game, we have not lost a game. Yes, we dropped points versus Chelsea, we dropped points versus Fulham, and those are just as painful as losses. Everton, those are just as painful as losses. But really and truly, people are kind of going overboard, losing their heads a little bit too much. Calm down. It's a long season. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And with our upcoming games, Ipswich, we should win. Brentford, we should win. Brighton, don't get me wrong, it's going to be a really, really tough game. I'm hopeful we can get a result. And come mid-January, we can find ourselves in a situation where the title race gets a little bit closer and all this doom and gloom around Arsenal could be slightly put to bed by just Arsenal going out there and signing some players to strengthen this team. And you never want to see one of your best players get injured, but Bukayo Saka's injury could be the catalyst to go and get this team to go strengthen. It could be the catalyst to go get this team to go and strengthen that midfield or strengthen that attack. Especially the attack. So go and get Mohammed Kudus. He improves everything. He improves everything. Going and getting Mohammed Kudus tomorrow, he will take this team and give us an option on the right, on the left, in the midfield. So many solutions. Martin Odegaard needs to take a rest. You got Kudus. Oh, that's what I think would be so well. You love wishing injuries on others, right? I'm not wishing injuries on anybody. First things first, get that through your head. Nobody on my channel or myself have ever sat here and said, I hope a player gets injured. I've never said that. So this whole thing about celebrating injuries, that's for little kids on Twitter. Nobody's sitting here celebrating injuries. I don't think you should be celebrating injuries. I don't think you should be even cheering on an opponent going down. That's ridiculous. Number one thing, if somebody gets injured, you need to understand they're a human being. And you need to forget about the rivalry for a second. Celebrating injuries is a disgusting trait in sports, and I don't think anyone should be celebrating injuries. Unfortunate that certain players get injured at key times for teams, but injuries are part of the sport. It's part of the sport, and saying things can happen that can impact team's season, and injuries being listed as one of them is not celebrating. It's just clearly just pointing out. I was never wishing injuries on anybody. What are you guys talking about? I said players can get injured because you have injury-prone players. You have Konate who's injury-prone. Am I wrong? Is Konate not injury-prone? If you say Arsenal could get an injury to Thomas Partey tomorrow and that could affect their midfield, yes, 100%. No one here is celebrating injuries. This whole people celebrating Rodri's injury, people celebrating certain players' injuries is mad. And I just think it's little kids on social media. So you need to, yeah, people need to chill with this whole stuff. Now the truth is everybody. What did this guy say? Now the truth is everybody celebrates an injury, losing a good player, but not celebrating the player getting hurt. Nobody celebrates that. Shame on the people celebrating injuries on Konate and Saka. Yeah, 100%. I simply said it was a big blow, and people were like, you know what? Let me go to my tweet, because people are trying to say I was like celebrating Konate's injury. Excuse me. In what world is tweeting out and saying this is a big blow, celebrating an injury? Because that's what I think people were conflating. Just merely tweeting about it, just merely mentioning it is considered celebrating an injury nowadays. I think that's what it is, because there's never been a post where you can see me going yes or something happening like that. That's nuts. Why would I ever do that? Oh, and I think somebody was asking me, Liverpool were lucky one game. It was I think it was what game was that? I forget exactly what game it was. But yeah, I don't know. I can't seem to find anything right now. Let me just see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it, because it seems to be every time when we speak about this topic, seems to be Liverpool fans saying that I'm celebrating injuries. I don't know where you've seen that, but please do explain. 1 second. Where the hell is this? Also, why would I ever wish harm on a Muslim brother? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. People are overdoing it. You know when you're trying to find something, you can't find it. No, I can't find it. I can't find it, but yeah. My brother Hooks is gonna be with us soon. Hooks is gonna be with us soon. I seen Hooks give us a raid. Why would you wish harm on any brother? No, I wouldn't wish harm on anybody. let alone someone of similar someone of a similar background. Never in my life. But yeah, uh, let's get into the next part though. You guys went way left with the conversation. You guys went way left with the conversation. Okay, people now talking about Mo Salah. Do we really need to talk about this? Do we really need to talk about this? You guys understand why people get mad about the whole Mo Salah situation? Do you guys understand why people get upset? Do you not get it? The reason why people get upset when they see Mo Salah post this post every year, people get really upset when they see this, is because he's turned this into like a tradition, number one. Number two, I think somebody explained it better than I can. And I'll show you. Halal Nation explained it better than I could ever explain it, and I think he's probably the best person to explain it. The reason why I had to respond to Mo Salah is because he's a football star, which a lot of young impressionable Muslims look up to, and it's football with a massive impact in the world. The message was not only for Mo Salah, but for young Muslims who are influenced by him. And as a Muslim, let's be honest, we know that Mo Salah, what he's doing is against religion. He should not be openly celebrating other religions, and this is sinning in public and then also posting it for everybody else to see. So not only are you sinning, you're massively mass posting it to show other people what you're doing and to almost make it acceptable, which is then making it more publicly acceptable for you for this action to be done by others. It is wrong on so many levels, and with a person of his influence, of his stature, should not be doing it. And I'm not even gonna get from the banter side of things. I just hope he stops, and I hope what do you call it? Uh, he stops doing this because it's just not a good look overall. But hey, people are gonna say you don't control what people do. It's a free country. Let them do whatever they want to do. Yeah, do what you want to do in the privacy of your own home. But then posting it for everyone to see makes it more than that. It affects other people. For example, imagine if you're a recently converted Muslim and you have and you have a Christmas party that your family is inviting you to, and everyone there is going to be celebrating and everything, and you're like you can still go to eat dinner and everything, but overall they're going to be like, oh, do you want to come? Do you want to exchange gifts? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And you're going to be like, no, sorry, I don't celebrate it, but I'll still come to support the family and everything. And that person's gonna be like, but Mo Salah has a Christmas tree. What's wrong with that? It can cause problems. But hey, I don't think people see it that way. I think people see it as like it's a weird thing to talk about. I think it's a weird thing. I think it's a touchy topic. It's a touchy topic. I reckon most viewers, Liverpool supporters, waiting to see what shit you're talking. I'm not even talking shit about Liverpool. I really do think I really do think this happens all the time. When Man City were doing really good, there was a lot of Man City fans in the chat waiting to talk shit about Arsenal. But yeah, let's talk about the Ipswich game. Who's going to replace Bukayo Saka? Let's talk about the Ipswich game. Uh, let's talk about the Ipswich game. So first things first. Let's go to what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put up a lineup sheet. 1 second. So here we go. So Arsenal Ipswich, there we go. Big up to 117 people in the chat. Do me a favor. Religion, you know what? I'm not even going to get into that. Do me a favor, guys. Please stop talking about anything not related to football. And if I want to speak about religion, you guys know I'm a Muslim, so I'm going to speak about it. But do me a favor, just stop it. Let's just have a football conversation. There's no need to get into any hate. First things first. I do think this is not going to be what the lineup looks like for Arsenal. No chance this is the lineup. Now, the back line, the midfield, maybe. But Jesus on the right, Havertz on the in the 10, in the striker position, and Martinelli. Why would you take Jesus out of the striker position where he scored 5 goals in 2 games? What are we doing? Why on earth would you take him out of that position? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. In my opinion, you need to keep Gabriel Jesus in the striker position. And this is what I would do. Let me show you guys what I would do on for this game. And do me a favor, guys. Please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. And let's get this show started on the right way. So, first things first. We are going to play certain people. We're going to play certain people, and we know that. So, for example, Raya, he's already in, right? William Saliba, he's already in. We already know that. There's no debate. There's no issue with those guys. Gabriel Magalhaes, we already know he is starting, right? Right back. Timber is our right back for the foreseeable future, and until something happens to him or he's not available for any silly reason, he is going to be the starting right back. Maybe when Ben White gets back, there can be a rotation, but right now, Timber is our best right back, and he should not be going anywhere else. Now, with Miles Lewis-Skelly available and Calafiori, I would think Calafiori would get back into the team, as Calafiori has just come back fully fit. So maybe give Calafiori the game, or if you want to say Miles Lewis-Skelly gets another game, I'm okay with Miles Lewis-Skelly getting a game. I thought Miles Lewis-Skelly has been really, really good for Arsenal in that position. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do me a favor, please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button while you guys are here. Now, you got Liverpool fans saying, come on, Ipswich. Listen, you'll be crying. You'll be crying tonight after you drop points to Leicester. So you keep saying, come on, Ipswich. You keep saying, come on, Ipswich, because I'll be seeing you crying tonight after you drop points to Leicester City. Leicester City have taken points off you before too, so it's going to be very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, Arsenal's line up versus Ipswich. Now, Calafiori should be back. So are we saying Calafiori will start? People saying Delap hat trick. Yo, you Liverpool fans are mad. Ipswich hype. You got a Tottenham fan in the building saying Ipswich hype. Yo, you guys are haters. Do me a favor. Please do hit that like button, though, while you guys are here. On a serious note, though, I think Calafiori starts. Arsenal fans. Calafiori or do me a sec. For a second, let's just talk about this. Calafiori or Miles Lewis-Skelly. Give up, bro. The gimmick. Our Liverpool are way ahead of you and are not dropping points. It just takes game by game. We just need a couple draws, maybe 2 draws or 1 loss, and everyone's just going to change their mind quickly. But yeah, some people saying Calafiori, some people saying Skelly. The positive is Calafiori is back. The other positive for Miles Lewis-Skelly is Miles Lewis-Skelly played really well the last game, but do you want to play him again in such quick succession? So, you know what? Miles Lewis-Skelly, I think Calafiori being back, you're going to give him the minutes. Next, what's going to happen with the midfield? We know for a fact that certain guys are going to be in the midfield. Odegaard is in the team, no debate. Odegaard is in the team, no debate, right? Another player who's going to be in the team, no debate, is going to be where is he? Where is Gabriel? Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is in the team. We know Martinelli is going to be in the team. We know Kai Havertz is going to be in the team. We just don't know where they're going to play. We just don't know where those guys are going to play. We know Odegaard's going to play in the 8 position here. It could be a situation where you play Havertz in the 8 position here and you go with Declan Rice. This could be a situation where you could also rest him and go with a little bit of a different team. I don't think Jorginho is going to start this game. I don't know if Thomas Partey is going to start this game. And I just don't know how industrial of a midfield they have over there at Ipswich. I haven't been really paying attention too much to their midfield and how like solid their midfield is. But Declan Rice is going to be in the team. So it could be a situation where you go Declan Rice, Odegaard, and Havertz, and then you have Jesus, Martinelli, and Martinelli, I would say, is going to be starting on the right-hand side, Jesus in the striker position, and on the left, this is where we're going to have Leandro Trossard. Now, my issue with this team is, does this work? Does this give us? Because Declan Rice is going to have to do a lot of legwork defensively. I know Havertz does some work defensively, Odegaard also, but does Jesus, Martinelli, Trossard, does that front 3 look solid to you guys? Is that the best front 3 we could do? People saying, why not play Tierney left wing? That's not happening. That's not happening. Jesus has been on the egg noodle striker incoming. LOL. What are we talking about? Jesus has scored 5 goals in 2 games. He's going to score again. Trossard. Oh, brother. You see what I mean? Trossard. In my opinion, let's start Calafiori. His injury problems. Let's see. No, let's not start Calafiori. His injuries issues. Yeah, that's true. His injury issues have been a problem. Jesus dagger. People saying making fun of Jesus. Trossard and Havertz normally have good connection, so starting them together may help us. I don't know. Stick to Jorginho in midfield. Yeah, you don't have our best interests at heart, so I don't really trust you right now. We already sold. Who what are you guys talking about? What is he talking about? I saw you buy anybody. I think we are selling or letting players go on loan. Yeah, you know what? The problem is we already sold Emil Smith Rowe, Eddie Nketiah, and we let Reece Nelson go on loan. He's injured right now, so he can't even help us, even if we wanted him to. And then the other person, he's also injured or just coming back from injury, Fabio Vieira. And yeah, thoughts on Salah doing haram things again? Yeah, I spoke about that. I already spoke about that. You missed that. I already spoke about Mo Salah celebrating Mo Salah Christmas thing. I spoke about that. Mo Salah sharing a photo of Christmas with his family seems to be something that always gets people triggered, and rightly so. Rightly so, in my opinion, as he should not be doing that. But that's a conversation for another day. He's talking to me, not you. Oh, okay. I would rather play Moreno than Havertz. Explain to me why. Because here's the situation. If you play Moreno, yes, you have another natural midfielder, right? Mikel Moreno is another natural midfielder, another box crasher potentially, and he can definitely get headers. But with Havertz, right? With Havertz, well, we can find ourselves in a situation with Havertz where you now have another person who can drift and Trossard and Havertz can basically keep rotating. And you have Havertz overtake, Trossard goes back, you have Havertz go back, Trossard goes forward, and these two can rotate. With Martinelli, with Martinelli on the right-hand side, he's gonna be on the right-hand side, and he's gonna be going down to the byline, and he's gonna be crossing, which is now gonna give Odegaard more space for the cutbacks. Now, if you have Mikel Moreno, what is gonna happen is Mikel Moreno is going to be going more into this area, and Trossard is going to be deeper. He's going to be further out wide, almost like a touchline, and Mikel Moreno is going to be the one coming inside. And it's not going to be really to the strengths of Leandro Trossard, because Leandro Trossard is better on the edge of the box as an inside forward than he is out wide as a winger, where Mikel Moreno would be taking up this space, trying to be a box crasher or get a header into the box. Now, we've seen him do that in games. For example, the PSG game, he set up a goal from the wing for a header for Kai Havertz, but I don't know how often we see Leandro Trossard on the touchline as a winger. More often than not, he's an inside forward, and I have not seen Mikel Moreno doing overlap runs once. Who I have seen doing overlapping runs is Calafiori. You know what? Now that I think about it, maybe Matheus Kelly could be more beneficial to us, as if we play Matheus Kelly, he will also be another player who can pick out a pass from deep. But if we play Calafiori, he's going to be another player who can do overlapping runs and cross the ball into the box. So in that case, you'll have these two in, and Calafiori can be the third person who helps out, and Mikel Moreno is going to have to drop deep. Either way, the balance on the left-hand side has been a problem for a long time period, and maybe we figured out our left-back situation. With Bukayo Saka getting injured, we're no longer closer to figuring out our left-hand side situation. The right-hand side will forever cook. Odegaard's there. Martinelli will cook with Timber and Odegaard on that right-hand side with him. Jesus, I trust for this upcoming game versus Ipswich. And maybe, just maybe, it makes more sense to go with the more attacking midfield there. Now, you could say forget about Havertz and just bring back Partey, go Declan Rice, and go with this midfield and just do what you got to do. Let the attackers, let the front three do their thing, and have Odegaard help press, and then you can have Partey, Declan Rice sit, or Declan Rice can also go up there and score goals also if need be. I just want to know what the midfield three is going to be, because what the midfield is going to dictate how we do things in the attack. No disrespect to Ipswich, I think it's a game where he should try starting Ethan on the right, and he'll link up well with Odegaard. All due respect, I don't think he is going to start Ethan yet. He's first going to ease him in and give him game time in that position before he starts him. So there's no chance I'm going to see Ethan starting a game before he plays him in a couple games in the right wing before he starts him. He's not that desperate where he needs to start him right away. He's going to play Martinelli there. Martinelli had a couple good games there, and he's going to play him there, in my opinion. People saying play Lewis Kelly. We're going to figure it out. Iga, will you still do a Liverpool hate along if Arsenal drop points to Ipswich? We don't play till tomorrow, so it's not possible to play Ipswich before we play before Liverpool play. If I'm not mistaken, Arsenal play tomorrow, Ipswich play today. How is the hate along going to happen? I don't get it. How is the hit along not going to happen? Because if the Ipswich game's tomorrow, you kind of got your dates messed up there. I think Zinchenko is a difference maker. Yeah, you're a Tottenham fan. You once again, you're bantering. You're not being serious. Stop it. You're joking around. Moreno is the new Lampard. Nah, you guys are taking a piss. You guys are taking the piss. You guys are taking the piss. Who should we sign in January? Arsenal, if we are serious, the person who we should sign in January. Sorry. People, do me a favor. Please do hit that like button also while you guys are here. The person who we should... Mohammed Kudus. We should sign Mohammed Kudus or Lookman. Lookman, actually. If we could sign one player, I would go get Lookman. Lookman is the guy. Skills, Lookman is the guy. If we can get Lookman, he would make a big difference. But let me know, people in the chat, who should we sign? Oh, we're not getting Kvaratskhelia. We're no chance. No chance in hell we're getting Kvaratskhelia. But yeah, Lookman is the guy I would sign. But yeah, just to finish off the lineup, if I'm being honest, if the last game dictates how we're going to play in this upcoming game, I do think he's going to go with this team, and he's going to go Declan Rice in the 6, Havertz and Odegaard, with the front 3 of Trossard, Jesus, Martinelli, and I think Calafiori is going to be the left back to give us some of that overlapping on that side. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I'm doing there. We should be able to beat Ipswich, let's be honest. No disrespect to Ipswich, but we should be able to beat Ipswich, and it should be a relatively comfortable win. I'm hopeful that we can beat them 3-0. We just thrashed Crystal Palace 5-1. Ipswich is not the best of teams in the league. Ipswich have failed to win a game in the Premier League, to win 27 out of their 30 games in what do you call it, in a while. Also, Arsenal have kept a clean sheet. Arsenal have kept a clean sheet in 3 of their home games in all competitions, whereas Ipswich, I know we haven't played against Ipswich in a long time. When was the last time we played Ipswich head to head? Head to head, we haven't played Ipswich since, oh my God, 2011. Forget about that. Forget about everything I just said. That is ridiculous. We haven't played Ipswich in so long. Why am I talking like Ipswich is West Ham? Then you also have the fact that Ipswich have only won 2 games and have gotten 6 draws. So out of 17 games, they've only gotten 12 points. They have a goal difference of -16. They've conceded away from home. They've conceded 16 goals in 8 games. 16 goals conceded away from home in 8 games. And Arsenal were at home. At home, we have not lost a single game this season. Unfortunately, we have 3 draws at home. 3 draws at home this season. Arsenal, how do we have so many draws this season? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous the amount of draws we have this season. We have 6 draws this season. Terrible. But yeah. Let me know what your score prediction is for Ipswich Arsenal, ladies and gentlemen. My score prediction for the upcoming Ipswich Arsenal game. By the way, let me show you guys what I'm looking at. So this is Arsenal and Ipswich league form this season. Away from home, at home, Arsenal 5 wins, 3 draws, 17 goals, 6 goals against. Ipswich away from home, 2 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses, 10 goals, 16 goals against, -6 goal difference. I really do think Arsenal is going to absolutely slap them. And this is their recent form going into this game. 4 losses, 1 win, and a draw. There's no chance Ipswich is going to do anything versus us. No chance. No chance. If we lose to Ipswich or drop points to Ipswich, I will lose my shit. There's no chance. I'm saying 3-0 Arsenal win. 3-0 Arsenal win. I'm very confident. 3-0 Arsenal win. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. I will be doing I will be doing. Okay, let me ask you guys, which game should I do a watch along for? Which Premier League games? Which Premier League game should I do a watch along for? And maybe while I'm here, let me give you guys my predictions for these games. So, first things first, Man City at 12:30 versus Everton. Should I do a watch along for that game? Man City 12:30 versus Everton. Let's be honest. Do you guys even want to see it? Man City Arsenal. Do you want to see? Nah, you're saying all of them, but you're saying all of them, but are you not even gonna watch? You're not even gonna watch. Man City. Do I do a watch along for that game? Probably not. Tottenham, Nottingham Forest, Chelsea, Fulham. Arsenal play tomorrow. Brighton, Brentford tomorrow. Liverpool today. I think Liverpool, Leicester, 8 p.m. I have to do one. Manchester United, Wolves. Interesting. Which game should I do a watch along for? So people saying the Chelsea game. What about a watch along for your own game? I can do a watch along tomorrow for my own game, but understand, guys, my watch alongs are all going to be done on Big Up. All my watch alongs are going to be done on Big Up. So I can't be doing them on here. I can do it on Big Up, and you guys can join me on Big Up by joining up on Big Up and checking out the link that I put in the chat earlier in the video. It is the pin link. So help me grow my community on that website. Big Up. All you need to do is join here, and when I do set up my streams, I'll do them. So let's commit to at least 2 of them. So the Liverpool game, I'm 100% committed. I will do a watch along for the Liverpool game. What other game should I do a watch along for? People are saying Chelsea. People are saying Man United. Which game exactly do you guys want me to do one for? So I definitely will do it for. I definitely will do it for the Liverpool Leicester game. Liverpool Leicester watch along will be done. So yeah. So Liverpool Leicester hate along. Liverpool Leicester hate along will be has been planned in. The game, what time is the game? 8 o'clock? The game is at 8. The game is at 8. The game is at 8. So we will put that. We will put a plan in place for that one. 1 second. 10 p.m. Okay, so we're gonna put in a plan in place for that one. It's 8 p.m., right? 8 p.m. Okay, so just to show you guys, I'm setting up the stream right now. Liverpool 100%. Villa Newcastle? Really? Chelsea for me. People saying Chelsea. What time is the Chelsea game? 3 o'clock? I'm definitely going to watch the Man City Everton game also, but I'm not going to do a watch along for that one. Also, how do we have 94 of you guys? Okay, so let's do a poll. So right now it's between Chelsea and it's between Man United. Do me a favor. Everyone spam the chat right now. Man United game or the Chelsea game? Which one do you want me to do a watch along for? A hate along for? Which one? Quickly. Spam the chat. Come on, Everton. I'm not going to do it for the Everton game. I'm telling you guys right now. I'm not going to do it for the Everton game. Liverpool. So I've just set up the Liverpool Leicester City. I've just set up the Liverpool Leicester City watch along. So I'm doing the Liverpool Leicester City hate along. That is done. That is planned in. So I've just set that up. Let's see what people are saying. So we got 1 Man United, 2 Man United, 3 Man United. But then you got 1 Chelsea, 2 Chelsea, 3 Chelsea, 4 Chelsea. You know, I don't actually want Chelsea to do bad. I want Cole Palmer to get a goal. He's my captain in fantasy. So am I crazy? Cole Palmer's my captain in FPL. I've captained in FPL. I didn't captain Mo Salah because of the Christmas curse. So the Chelsea game it is. The Chelsea game it is. The Chelsea game is the other hate along. So we already have 1 hate along created. When is the Chelsea game? 3 p.m., right? 3 p.m., right? So we will be doing a Chelsea. Who's Chelsea playing again? Chelsea versus who's Chelsea playing? Let's see. Chelsea versus Fulham. Ooh, that is a good game. You guys picked the best games. You guys picked the best games. So yeah, so we're gonna do Chelsea versus Chelsea versus Fulham hate along. That is a good game. Yeah. You guys know. You guys know how to pick them. You guys know how to pick them. So let me just show you guys where you guys can find the watch alongs. So this is where you can find the watch alongs. I'm gonna be doing my hate alongs, and I just need you guys to join Big Up and become a member of my Big Up community. So there you go. Make sure you guys do that. It's bigup.com/Egal Talks Football. I will be live twice today, once with the Liverpool Leicester game, and then once again Chelsea Fulham. Until then, I'll bid you guys adieu, and I'll be back later today on YouTube, maybe at some point. But Vibes from the 6, we've had to take a little break because I was working for the last couple days, and my work during the Christmas time, it is the busiest time for me at work, and we literally make 75% of the business's income within that Christmas period. So you need to be very, very on job, and I just couldn't do any videos from on any channel. So you didn't see me on Husam's channel, you didn't see me on Never a Foul, you didn't even see me on my own channel for about a couple days now. That's why I was doing uploads. And if you guys enjoyed the upload videos that I've been doing, let me know so I can keep those up and I can maybe do more uploads in the upcoming days. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And that tweet was so scummy, embarrassing us. What the fuck you talking about? Some people just chat shit, don't they? Arsenal have 1 injury. Boo hoo. We don't have 1 injury. What are you talking about? Anyways, we're out of here, people. Catch you guys in the next video. Love for the love. You already know what it is. Done now.